So here we are in the studio. I'm starting at the craft ship area, which is my partner who lives in the studio with me, not Liv, who works in the studio with me. And she made this fabulous wall, which, what a great background, but I can't claim it as my own. So I have no idea what that looked like. I'll see it when I post it because it's going up no matter what it looked like. That's my attitude now. Here are my horrible walls that I need to fix, and they will be fixed. Here is the new IKEA furniture that we just put in here. Let's see if I can back up a little bit. I've been reorganizing, and now this is going to be my area to assemble kits. Here's one kit ready to go. And I've got all my materials nicely organized in here. Here's my bottle tops. Can't really see what they are, but here, let me put one in my hand. Here's my little bottle tops that fit into these guys. And here's the tops. And then here's my spray bottles and the spray bottle tops. Here's a bunch of ink that is prepared and ready to go for kits that I sell. And here's little cups that come with the kits, and pipettes, and some other random things for the kits. Here's my main bottles of ink. I have a lot more than this, but these are the ones that I use the most. So I just went through all of my ink and put these bottles in these pretty bins so that I can make it nice in here. So here's some blues and greens. These are my metallics. I've got gold. I've got iridescent rich bronze and copper. Really need to be shaken up. These are great. Liquitex ink are my favorite inks. Well, actually, whole bean, which are these, are my favorite inks, but they're like $10 a pop. So I don't have very many of those, but they are so gorgeous. But Liquitex is my next favorite. So most of my ink is Liquitex. But look at this whole bean. It's so pretty. And these are my warms. So warms, metallic, cool. This is my little apparatus that I made to fill up my bottles without them being pushed and falling all over the place before I have a chance to put the little top in, which would happen, has happened. That's why I made that. Here's some of my markers and colored pencils. Here's a bunch more. Here's more ink. Here's tons of teeny tape. If I were to tell you how long I've had this, you would not believe me. But I promise I'm going to use it real soon. I have, let's see what's back here. I have some of these watercolor markers, and I have some Copic ink, because I like to try all the different inks, even if it's not made to be used the way I use ink. This is alcohol ink. I can put it straight from here into my little bottles with water and use it. It's meant to be put into the Copic markers, of course. This thing that needs to have stuff in it. I have tons of gel pens that I got one day for that, you know, that big deal where you get tons of them. I have little dropper bottles that are glass. I have dreams of taking tons of these glass bottles that I've got down there and having like an acrylic, beautiful, like apothecary clear shelf on the wall with like little cubby holes that I could put these in, filled with all these colors, so it's just like liquid rainbow on my wall. It's gonna happen. So that's what's going on with these so far. Those are my partner's 2 cabinets, so we won't go in those. This is still a mess, but I have plans as soon as these are back in stock to wrap these around the corner, get rid of these ugly metal shelves, and make it nice and clean and slick. One of the reasons why I'm trying to make, oh hello open flat file, one of the reasons that I'm trying to make my studio look nice is because, well, the reason why I started doing it a couple years ago, because this is years in the making, I'm telling you, this did not happen overnight, is that I started doing workshops. And if I'm going to do workshops and have other people in, I would like to make it look nice. So, and maybe one day I'll have a storefront. So I'm sort of practicing, and I want to take it seriously and not have a hodgepodge of a million different things. So I like the white IKEA look. It's also very affordable. So I think, don't you think it'll make a huge difference when I have these wrapped around so it's like all clean and white? And then I can, you know, put like maybe some plants over there, and then I'll have artwork on the wall, and it'll look very, very fancy. And then we're getting new track lighting in the next 2 weeks. So I'll have track lights around the edges of the wall and then some in the middle. When I do videos of with my ink on paper on this 10-foot by 10-foot table, the lights reflect in my puddles and it's just not pretty. And now that I'm trying to be a professional video content creator, I gotta make it look good. So the other day I had a Zoom meeting with a potential art collector. So I have some of these pieces on the table from that, and because I haven't put them on the wall yet. But there's one. There's part of another one being covered by that guy. That's still got to be chopped on this side and on that side. Look at these details. I used pine needles and chrysanthemums for this one. This piece was bigger than this piece, and this piece I just cut down to. Here I actually have the piece that I cut off. There we go. Perfect. It is now one piece again. So what do you guys think? Comment below. Do you like it? Is this large piece, which is scanned, so I have a beautiful digital image of this. But the other day, when I was about to have my meeting, or a little bit before the meeting, I took a piece of this paper and put it on top of here to see what it would look like. And I really loved the flow of color and the composition here. And I was feeling like there was a little too much of this over here, and it sort of got lost, and it wasn't working for me. So I very bravely chopped that off, and now the piece looks like this. Now let me move it away from the black so you can see it filling the screen. There we go. So, and this one is 24 by 36, and it's ink on Yupo. And the way I made it is I went on a walk and collected natural materials, and then made a puddle of ink, put the materials on top, and then let it evaporate. And I did a much better version of what I'm doing right now the other day. But who says I can't do it again right now? I did something like this. I'm like being a little erratic now, but let me see if I can slow down. I did something like this on another painting, posted it on TikTok, and it got like over 1,000 views, which for me as a newbie with this was very surprising. And I thought, You know what? Of course, the simple thing would do well. We always want to overcomplicate things, right? So, and I'll do that for you really quick. I'll go over to that other one because it is very cool. But I'm not going to show you what it looks like. Oop. I'm just going to start where I start. And it's a little bit dirty because it's very old. And I confess I didn't take very good care of it. Is it too late to cut that out? Okay. When you don't believe in your work, you don't take good care of it. But I'm not that girl anymore. I believe in my work. It's awesome. I love it. I really love circles. I really love how such a simple element, such as a circle, can accumulate to create such a complex and beautiful piece of art or living thing, right? We're all made out of circles. Oh, I'm being sucked back into the past. No, just kidding. I need like a little apparatus on wheels that I can use, because right now I'm just like holding it with my hand and pushing it carefully over the surface of the painting. And now we're gonna ascend into the sky. There we go. Okay, now I've surpassed my 10-minute mark. So I have fulfilled my goal and some. One last sweep. Oh yes, also there are my clouds. And they each have a wish written by somebody on here from a big event I did in New York. I want to meet a real unicorn, that one says. Okay. Well, it was wonderful to do this video. A lot of fun. I'm learning a lot. Welcome to my studio. And please subscribe if you want to see how the studio comes along in a couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll have that corner done with more of these. I want to put more of them over here too. I want to put art on the wall over there, and I want to do a color, like a color wheel, color swatches with all of my ink on the wall. Maybe I'll do it there. Maybe I'll do it somewhere over there. We'll see. But subscribe and follow along to see how it progresses. Okay.